Free college basketball picks. This is action here for Tuesday, January 17th. Tony T here with our college basketball pick show here for Tuesday's action. Well, we have 10 games for you. Games to just a couple things. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have free college basketball picks updated all season long. We have free picks every day from all the major sports. Look, we load tons of free picks on our channel from all the major sports, so make sure you subscribe. Also, if you would support our channel and like this video, the thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. Remember, visit Tony'sPicks.com. We are a multi-capper site showcasing our top cappers in our industry. Cappers like Pravi, who's been on absolute fire. Paul's doing great. Mindy, Tiffany, Morning Steam up there as well. Pravi, click the links, get signed up to some of their long-term passes. You'll scroll and you will find our featured premium plays here on the center of the screen. Here, our featured plays from all our cappers, best bets. Each capper can release one best bet from each sport per day. Our $15 premium pick promotional item. Each capper can designate one of their plays on their card as a $15 premium pick just to introduce their service to new and existing customers. Our 3-packs offer great value. Will be loaded here on Tuesday up on the site, so check it out. If you prefer, you may purchase our picks a la carte here from our pick ticker with team versus team information. You can save 20% off all premium pick packages when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access that page by clicking the link you see in the description. Click the All Cappers tab and get signed up. Always love to hear from you guys, so post your picks in the comments. We are looking for cappers, so you can apply over on our site. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this one started. Kansas versus Kansas State college basketball pick here on Tuesday. Now, Kansas 16-1 here on the year, 5-0 in the Big 12. The Jayhawks, good three-point shooting team in the conference, about nearly 42%, but make only 45% inside. The team strong on the glass in conference, and they limit opponents to 46% shooting around the bucket. Kansas State 15-2 overall, 4-1 in conference. Loss came on the road to TCU on Saturday by 14. Wildcats sit second in offensive efficiency in the Big 12 as they make 37% from three, 52% around the bucket. Defensively, they have struggles in conference on the glass, but they limit opponents to 28% from three, 51% around the bucket. Wildcats, the better shooting team in conference at 47%, with Kansas 44%. Jayhawks have failed to cover 4 of 6. Play here will be on Kansas State plus the 2.5. Texas versus Iowa State college basketball pick here for Tuesday. Texas sits at 15-2 overall, 4-1 in the Big 12. Longhorns have road conference wins at Oklahoma by 1, Oklahoma State by 10. The team shoots only 32% from 3 in the Big 12, but 51% inside, 82% at the free throw line. Last in the Big 12 in effective field goal defense, allowing 38% from 3, 51% inside. Iowa State 13-3 this season, 4-1 in the conference. Home wins in the Big 12 to Baylor by 15, Texas Tech by 34. Cyclones tops in effective field goal shooting against the conference, hitting 43% from 3, 49% around the bucket. Strong on the glass on both ends in the Big 12. Tops in Big 12 defensive efficiency by forcing turnovers and allowing 28% from 3. Longhorns have failed to cover 4 of 5 in conference as they are allowing 46% shooting. Cyclones in the better shooting defensive form in the Big 12. Play here will be on Iowa State minus the 2.5. Baylor versus Texas Tech college basketball pick here for action on Tuesday. Baylor, a mark of 12-5 this season, 2-3 in the Big 12. Road loss at Iowa State and win to West Virginia. The Bears tops in offensive efficiency against the conferences. They're shooting 35% from 3, 49% inside. Strong on the offensive glass in the Big 12. Last in conference defensive efficiency by allowing 54% shooting around the bucket. Texas Tech sits at 10-7, 0-5 in the Big 12. Home losses to Kansas and Oklahoma. Red Raiders 9th in offensive efficiency in the conference with high turnovers. 30% from 3, 47% inside. They struggle defensively in conference on the glass on both ends, plus allow 36% shooting from 3. Bears on the road hitting 43% and giving up 49% overall and 42% from 3. Play here will be on Texas Tech minus the 2.5. Tennessee versus Mississippi State college basketball pick here for Tuesday. Tennessee, well, they come in at 14-3 on the season, 4-1 in the SEC. Road wins at Ole Miss and South Carolina. Volunteers tops in effective field goal percentage in conference, hitting 35% from 3, 59% around the bucket. Turnovers an issue in conference play. Tennessee second in SEC defensive efficiency as they force turnovers, plus hold opponents to 24% from three, 43% inside. Mississippi State 12-5 on the year, but 1-4 in the SEC. Bulldogs last in conference in offensive efficiency, shooting 24% from three, 43% inside, 51% at the free throw line. Poor defensive team against the SEC, allowing 37% from three and 51% around the bucket. Volunteers shooting 50% in conference and holding opponents at just 35%. Bulldogs shooting only 36% in the SEC. Play here will be on Tennessee minus the 6.5. Penn State versus Wisconsin college basketball pick here. This one is on Tuesday. Penn State 12-5 overall, 3-3 in the Big Ten. Nittany Lions home wins to Iowa and Indiana with a loss to Michigan State. Penn State sits tops in effective field goal shooting here in the conference by converting 42% from three, 51% inside. They make 77% at the free throw line in the Big Ten. Defensively, they allow 51% shooting around the buckets of conference foes, 35% from three. Wisconsin 11-5 overall, 3-3 here in the Big Ten. Home loss to Michigan State with a win to Iowa in overtime. Badgers 12th in offensive efficiency in the conference with a poor rebounding, 31% shooting from three and 58% at the line. Defensively, they do allow Big Ten opponents 38% from three. The Lions on the road giving up 47% shooting, 41% from three. Badgers shoot well from three at home. The play here will be on Wisconsin at minus the 3. Creighton versus Butler college basketball pick. This one here is on Tuesday. Creighton 10-8 on the season, 4-3 in the Big East. No road wins in conference. Blue Jays struggle offensively in conference with turnovers and rebounding. They make 37% from three, 55% inside against the Big East. Creighton second in defensive efficiency in the conference by holding teams at 29% from three, 45% around the bucket. Butler sits at 11-8 overall, 3-5 in the Big East. Bulldogs dropped home games to UConn and Providence. Team is last in offensive efficiency in the conference with poor rebounding, 32% from three, 45% around the bucket. On defense, they allow Big East foes to 34% from three, 51% inside. Blue Jays have failed to cover 5 of 7 in conference. On the road, the Blue Jays making only 42% overall and 23% from three. Bulldogs do shoot well at home. Play here, Butler plus 7.5. Georgia versus Kentucky college basketball pick here for action on Tuesday. Georgia on mark of 13-4, 3-1 in the conference. Road win at Ole Miss and loss to Florida. Bulldogs have shot well from three in conference, hitting 35%, but make only 39% inside. Defensively in the SEC, the team holds opponents to 24% from three, 48% around the bucket. Kentucky 11-6 on the season, 2-3 in conference. Home win to LSU and loss to South Carolina. Wildcats weak offensively in the SEC with 32% shooting from three, 46% inside, and 70% at the line. A poor defensive team in conference. Kentucky's giving up 38% from three, 53% around the bucket. Bulldogs doing a good job of defending threes on the road and making them at 38%. Wildcats allowing 47% shooting in conference play here. Georgia plus 10.5. Davidson versus Dayton college basketball pick here for Tuesday. Davidson 9-9 this season, 2-4 in the A-10 conference. They have dropped 2 of 3 on the road in Atlantic 10. The Wildcats struggle offensively on the glass and at the three-point line, where they make 24% against conference foes. Team is second in defensive efficiency in the A-10, holding teams at 33% from three, 50% around the bucket, and with good rebounding. Dayton 12-6 overall, 4-1 in conference. They've won 2 of 3 at home in conference. The Flyers struggle with turnovers against the A-10, but connect on 43% from three, 57% around the bucket. Tops in defensive efficiency by holding teams in the A-10 here to 26% from three, 45% around the bucket. So tops there in defensive efficiency in the conference. They have been competitive, I should say, in most of their road games. Play here will be on Davidson plus the 10.5. Wyoming versus Air Force college basketball pick here for action on Tuesday. Wyoming 15-2 this year, 0-5 in the Mountain West. Cowboys really struggle offensively in conference. With rebounding, 58% at the free throw line. They make 39% from three in conference. Defensively, the team poor in the Mountain West Conference on glass and defending inside by allowing 53% shooting. Air Force, 11-7 overall, 2-3 in the Mountain West. They have dropped both home games to top-tier teams to Nevada and Utah State, Fresno State. Nevada and Utah State. Falcons have struggled in conference with turnovers and shooting inside at 47%. Air Force on defense, allowing Mountain West teams at 37% from three, but only 48% inside. 7 straight losses for Wyoming and 2 straight wins by Air Force, both coming on the road. Falcons have covered 9 of their past 11. Play here will be on Air Force minus the 2.5. San Jose State versus New Mexico. College basketball pick here for action on Tuesday. San Jose State 12-6 on the year, 3-2 in the Mountain West. The Spartans struggles in conference with turnovers at the three-point line and making free throws. Defensively, a good rebounding team in the Mountain West, and they hold opponents to 46% shooting around the bucket. They are 1-1 on the road in conference play. New Mexico checks in 16-2, 3-2 in the Mountain West. Lobos 1-1 at home in conference. They are strong on the glass against the Mountain West, and from three, where they make 41% plus hold teams at 33% from beyond the arc. New Mexico weak inside in the Mountain West Conference, hitting just 48% and allowing 58% shooting. Spartans have been competitive on the road, covering 4 straight. They are shooting 45% and 40% on the road this season. Play here at San Jose State plus the 10.5. That was our college basketball pick show here for action on Tuesday. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. We have free picks all season long here from college basketball and free picks from all the major sports, so make sure you subscribe. And of course, that thumbs up. Give us that thumbs up on this one. We greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to visit our site, Tony'sPicks.com, for our best plays. Our best picks are over at Tony's Picks. Check out the hot cappers and get signed up. And use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off. Tony T. We'll have our morning show, 9 a.m. each time. It's Morning Steam with Ramon and Mitty.